Hello. Just want to make a quick video on the new ring that came out in patch 11.07 and how you can find out whether it's good for you or what gems you should use in it. Because at first I saw that Wowhead posted a guide where it like kind of ranked the gems, but didn't really specific break anything down, and that's because people weren't really testing the ring out yet, and it just came out, so there's still a lot of info to dive into. But you can catch it pretty early on. Even in like the first and second week, you could kind of figure out what people were using by using Warcraft logs. So basically, say you want to do raid, you just go to raids. You're just going to click on rankings. You're looking for a specific boss or something, like let's say your guild is more casual, like Mythic guild, and you're on Brood Twister or Nexus Princess or kind of approaching Silken Court. Maybe you want to find out what gems people are using for Silken Court. So you could go to rankings for Silken Court and then find your class and spec. So let's just say Discipline Priest, for example, since that's what I'm playing. Because Discipline Priest is one of those classes where it's like you don't benefit from mastery very much. So maybe you want to see if people are even running the ring in the first place. We go to healing instead of damage. Mythic difficulty. And then we just scroll down. And then right over here on the right side, you can see the circlet, and you can see if people are running it. If they have nothing there, then they're not using it. And if they do, then you can kind of break it down and say, okay, what gems are they using? And then you just use this information as what gems are basically viable, but the idea is whatever you see the most of, that's what you should probably run. If you don't know specifically what gems to run, then just try to find what the majority of people are using. It also shows, they even added this right here where they show the percentage of the types of gems that are being used. So the most common one for the first slot is the rune citrine, which is just secondary stats everywhere. And then the next one is the gains mastery. And the last one is just highest secondary stat increase. So it's just all the stat increase gems, which is pretty standard for most classes and specs I'm seeing. But there are some other options. If you want to mess around with other ones, you can see what other people are running. So that's the idea. And then you can do the same thing for Mythic Plus. You could go to dungeons and then rankings. And what I like to do here, we go to Discipline Priest. Then we're going to select like a key level so that we're not just seeing every type of key. I mean, this will show the highest keys either way, but we could go to like, let's see if they're running it in, plus 18s. Or you could go to your key level or anything like that. Then we can see the different dungeons. That shouldn't matter too much, but the idea is the same. You can see that there's an overwhelming majority of Stormbringer's Rune Citrine. There is the Mastery Gem, and then this one instead of what we saw in the raid. Pretty much almost everybody. There is some people who are still running it, so you definitely can. But there's a lot of people are running the Skipper's Citrine, which is like a random proc-based one. And we can scroll down and still see that. So there's only a couple people that are using the highest secondary stat increase. Otherwise, a lot of people are using the random proc one. So that's how you can get an idea of what gems to use for your new ring, especially like early on. If items come out like this is the best place to check first before, guides start posting about it and stuff, because they're basically waiting on this info to come through, and you can kind of look at it ahead of time. So hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching. See you later.